Hey everyone, Kay here on the homestead, and I just had a few thoughts I wanted to share. You know, I've recently put up this video and I've gotten a huge response. Can't keep up with all the comments. I am trying to read them. I can't respond to everybody, but it's striking to me that the two most popular videos that I've uploaded in the last spring are my Walmart haul, and that was not a commercial for Walmart, trust me. I don't go down there very often, but it just happens to be the only large store around where I'm located. And so, and then the other one, you know, what the hell is going down? And I felt so compelled to share those thoughts. A lot has happened since then, and if you're following the news, you already know all that, so I don't need to reel off all those headlines. It's pretty interesting that there is interest in gardening, and of course there's interest if you upload a particular kind of video that teaches somebody how to do a particular thing. Tiger. I don't know if you can see Tiger. She's right here. You want to get on the table? No, this is against the rules. But you want to get on the table so they can see you? Come on. Can you? Come on. She goes, well, no, wait. That's against the rules. And obviously this is what's on people's minds. You know, a lot of people are following the news, and many people are starting their journey of looking into things and trying to figure things out. We're all at a different place in our journey, regardless of what's going on. For those new to my channel, I am Kay, and I have been an actor since 1980. I spent 7 years in New York and 32 years in LA, where I raised two sons. One of them set his sights on Stanford, playing tennis at Stanford, and he made his goal. And so he was a junior tennis player. They both played tennis. And, you know, one was just more interested in it than another. You can't force a child to play a particular sport. I mean, you can kind of force, but not. At some point, they have to have the heart for it, or it just doesn't work. Anyway, I'm back in my home state where I was born, raised, and educated, where I promptly left and didn't come back. I was the city girl, and now I'm having to learn everything that I never learned, you know, in my younger life. So it's challenging. But like I said, we're all at a different place in our journey. I have been contacted by 3 different sets of people. One is a single woman, and she's about an hour from me. She wants to come and learn pressure canning. And I'm going, I am learning. I can't teach you. I met a couple that live about 39 minutes, I looked it up, 39 minutes from me, and they bought 22 acres in preparation, a little while ago I think, in preparation for retirement and for doing the homesteading thing. The other couple is close to Nashville, has a big garden, and they raise food for food banks. And they raise food for needy people, which I just think is amazing, and I want to go and do a video down there. Please let me know if that would be of interest to you. Now, like I said, if you're new to my channel, I used to do a lot of traveling when I was younger and visit people's gardens because I wanted to inspire my community, my viewers, and show other gardens besides my own. So much to do, and I bit off more than I can chew here. That's an old expression. I don't know if anybody says that anymore, but I mean, it's obvious. And, you know, I might be able to pull this off if I had full-time help. I had hoped to be able to have a little honor system table down by the road and sell my excess, but so far I haven't had an excess. Okay, so security. just wanted to talk a little bit about that because, you know, I started talking about food security in 2013 when, almost at the beginning of my channel, I went up to the National Heirloom Expo and I listened to Vandana Shiva. She's written many books. She has an organization that saves heirloom seed. She fights tirelessly for Indian farmers against the chemical companies because they have really decimated the culture and livelihood of family farmers. And she was talking about, you know, when you save heirloom seed, that's food security. And what happened in India is Monsanto came in and said, hey, we're going to give you this great seed. You're going to do better. With our chemicals and our seed, you're going to do so much better. But, you know, it comes with a catch. The catch is you have to buy their seed the next year. You're not saving your own seed. So that's another expense. And when you're kind of a bottom line gardener and or farmer and you're just making enough to live on, that can be the difference in survival or not. Just the cost of that seed. You know, the whole, I can't even get into all of that has happened in farming, you know, with industrial farming versus family farms. I mean, families have been put off the farm, and industrial farmers have, you know, scarfed all that up. But now things are even more strange because corporations are just buying land and hanging on to it. So where's the security? We all have to look for security. We have to look for security in our finances. We have to look for security in our food, our water, our fuel. Those are the main things. And shelter, you know. The other day I was out collecting some mullein flowers for the eardrop oil that I'm making, which you'll see soon. And if you have medicinal plants on your property and you have the time, it's a great idea to go and learn about them and see if you can make some of these tinctures and balms for your family, for your security, for your medicinal security. You know, it's interesting, the whole idea of medicine. Oh my gosh. I was driving down the road 2 days ago. I saw this big sign and it said such and such family medicine. And for the first time I just looked at it funny. I just thought, you go to a doctor for medicine. Okay. But you're calling what you do medicine. The medicine is the pharmaceutical that you take for a certain ailment. I had this doctor back in California, I won't mention names, and I would go in and say, this is when I was not taking any medicine. I didn't even, nor did I give my sons. We did not have so much as a Tylenol or an aspirin for 5 years. All three of us. And it was amazing. Anyway, I would go in to the doctor and, you know, I would have a complaint and I would just say, tell me what you think it is and I'll see if I can fix it, you know, with natural remedies. And he said, Kaye, you're tying my hands behind my back. There have been a lot of advances in medicine, for sure. You know, I mean, you definitely want to have someone skilled if you have a heart attack and try to revive you and or if you break your leg and put it back together, and or if you have to have a surgery and do that, for sure. But you know, when they only schedule like 15-minute between 5 and 15 minutes per patient. How much digging and discovering of what is wrong with a person can you do? I mean, I understand their dilemma, and I understand the patient's dilemma. It's just, and now most doctors have actually sold out and they're just working for big corporate, medical groups. So they're basically just told what to do. And the independent doctor that's really discovering what is going on with you and working with you to try to rebalance, because so many health problems are correctable. Don't go on the roof. Tiger, no. No. Tiger, no. Don't go on the roof. I'm not getting you down. No. No, don't do it. Tiger, no. Cats do what they want. She's gonna have to get herself down. Yep. She just landed on the roof. I coached her down the other day. Well, these are just some of the thoughts on my mind. Security, medicine, financial security. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, I just lived in debt for so many years. It's just, it's nice to be out of debt. I had to leave California to get out of debt. I mean, I hope to be able to help other people, but we have to see what happens, In the meantime, I just heard my sump pump. Now, if you remember, for a whole year, I was talking about water going under my house, what was I going to do, all these various solutions were going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Everybody said put a French drain back here, thousands and thousands of dollars. I just got the sump pump put in under my house, and it just emptied out. So that tells me a lot of water's coming down underneath the house. Now, talking about rain, we're looking at a real dry spell coming up that's going to be very hot. And I know a lot of people lost their tomatoes in that last heat wave. Many people are dealing with drought. We have extreme weather events. So where is the environmental security? I don't know, security is on my mind today. So it's all questions. Unfortunately, I don't have answers. I can't wave my magic wand and make things perfect for anyone, anywhere. All I can say is that I hope to inspire you by way of my journey here, trying to sort things out. And I'm glad you're along for the journey. Saving your own seeds ensures that you will have something to plant next year. Making your own compost ensures that you can have some kind of homemade fertilizer. Keeping farm animals, if you're able to do that, also you can get fertilizer from that. So don't forget to plant some flowers. If you've got seed, you need to encourage those pollinators to come to your garden. And hang in there and pray. I saw a podcast of Deep South Homestead last night, Danny. It really touched me because he's a man of deep faith and deep knowledge of the Bible. And he was saying, do you ever just sit still and wait for God to speak to you? Now, God is going to speak to you through the Holy Spirit. But do you ever sit and just wait? Just get quiet. We're always rushing around. I will put his channel right up there, and you'll probably be able to find it. I think it was a bonus. I think it was called Extra Porch Time. Now, I have this great porch, and I used to be so jealous when I saw Danny. Before I bought this place, I saw Danny, and he started a series called Porch Time. Now, he's got a screened-in porch, okay? I come out here, and I usually hear the mosquitoes zeroing in. right into my ear, like, you know, within 2 minutes of sitting down. In fact, I tried that yesterday. I thought, I'm just gonna sit down in the rocking chair. Just feel good about what I've accomplished here, you know. 2 minutes. It's coming in. I don't have any protection on, so I'm going inside. Now, if anybody has the ultimate recipe for homemade insect repellent that really keeps mosquitoes away, please leave a comment below. I have the biggest bite on my, I'm not going to say that word, but oh my gosh, they didn't bite my arms where I don't have clothes. They went through my clothes. It went through my clothes, whatever it is. So, but I've been really lucky this year. Really lucky, because last year it was bad poison ivy, bad tick bites, bad burn. Oh, I got almost a 3rd degree burn on my leg. I was determined not to have a scar, and I went to the urgent care 3 times, and he said, oh, you're going to have a scar. Oh, you're going to have a scar. And I thought, just wait. I'm going to do all this natural stuff. I'm not going to have a scar. But he was right. I had a scar. I've talked way too long. I'm going to go in and edit. I've got my kitchen cleaned up. My neighbor, his garden's coming in. Derek, you've seen him. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I made a point of this in my other video, is community. Now, a lot of people have written me and said, I don't have anyone, I don't have any family, I don't know what I'm going to do. But there has to be community around you to lean on. Churches, schools, community centers, senior groups, veteran groups, whoever you can connect with, you know, food kitchens. Connect with somebody if you're not able to take care of yourself and you need help, so that you don't have to panic. If something goes wrong, we don't know what's going to happen, but if something does, then you won't have to panic, because you know you can call Sally down at such and such, and Sally said, you know, she can guarantee you X number of cans of food or whatever, and you know, Joe over here can come and pick you up and take you to the doctor, whatever, you know. So make your community, try to reach out today. Take a moment today to just go through your address book. Who can I count on? Who would help me out? You know, there's a lot of good people in this world. They're not doing all this stuff to our world that's causing us grief, but they're out there. I know they're out there. I hope this is helpful. I hope I've given you some inspiration or some motivation today. So God bless you. I hope you subscribe and stay with me at my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.